Hello friends, my name is Behroz. I'm a finance executive by profession and welcome to my channel where I share with you how you can achieve career and financial success. Now in this special video, I will be sharing with you 8 reasons why you should not be accepting counter offers. What do I mean by counter offer? Counter offer is that when you have applied for a job outside your organization, you're changing companies, and as soon as you resign from your current organization or you let your manager know, they throw in a counter offer. That is, they want you to be retained and hence they are throwing in a counter offer with higher salary. Do not accept that counter offer. And here are the 8 reasons that I will share in this video. Now make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video because throughout this video, the reasons I share, they get better and better. Now before moving into those reasons, I have to ask for you, as this is very important and it is for free. Press the like button and the subscribe button. This goes a long way in helping me improve the quality and the quantity of the content that I post on this channel. So make sure you support my channel through liking and subscribing. Now let's quickly talk about what could be the key reasons why you would want to leave your current job. One could be salary, yes, but others could be work-life balance. The work is not motivating, you're not seeing career progress, there's bad culture, bad boss, the distance to work, and many other factors. So it is not necessarily that it's only the salary because of which you are switching. It could be many other factors as well because of which people change jobs. Now when you get a counter offer, the question that comes to mind is, why are you getting a counter offer now? Like, for the most part, they never increase your salary. They never fix the problems that were there because of which you are leaving. And now suddenly when you're leaving, they are putting in a counter offer. Usually for the most part, it is for the short term. But you, my friend, need to think long term. Now here with the counter offer, some of the issues that you were facing because of which you are leaving your current job could be fixed. However, a counter offer cannot fix everything. So you need to understand what is that will get fixed and what is that will remain unfixed for very long, or maybe it gets fixed in short term, but in the long term, it will always remain unfixed. Many people who accept a counter offer, like they don't change the companies and they come back to their original company, in 6 months or 8 months time are again looking for the job. And here is one statistics, which is on average around 80% of those who accept counter offers reignite their job search within 3 months. Now here are the 8 reasons. Number 1 is that while you can get a higher salary, but the other issues that were causing you to move, and it would not be only salary, will not get fixed because people and culture, it takes ages to change. So you might be getting a better or bigger check, but that is just temporary. The other issues that you were facing because of which you were trying to leave the organization, and I assume it would not just be salary, it would be other things as well, will not get fixed easily in the short term for sure, and even in the long term, it takes a lot of time. Second important reason is that your future employer is ready to take a risk in you. They see something special in you and that's why they want to hire you for the role that you've applied for. However, your current employer is not valuing you that much. Now they've started valuing you after you got the offer and now they're countering you. However, originally they were not putting enough value to your work. So would you rather work for someone who is putting more value or more worth to what you bring on the table, or with someone who doesn't value your worth enough? I would choose someone who's valuing my worth because they see me as a star, they see me as a strong potential, and once someone starts seeing you as a strong potential, you are motivated to give in your best to them. Now the third one is my favorite, which is great things don't come when you are in your comfort zone. So if you want to grow, if you want to develop, which is very important that you should be doing, you need to come out of your comfort zone. It is fine to be in your comfort zone for a year, for 6 months, for 1.5 years, but that's it. Once you've established your equity, once you've learned what you wanted to learn from that particular role, you have to move on. You have to leave your comfort zone and move to different roles, different organizations, or different projects so you can learn and develop. If your current organization is not moving you enough through those projects, through those assignments, helping you learn enough, then it is important that you change the organization and move to a place where you can develop and grow further as against just being in your comfort zone. Next is similar to your worth, which is your current employer has not been paying you as per what your worth is, and hence they were not qualifying you or not valuing your worth and not paying you enough. So if they were underpaying you, that means this is a stingy employer. This is an employer who is not giving you the right value for your work? And if so, what is the guarantee that in future, when you develop, when you grow, they will be increasing your salary for the value that you bring in? If they're not paying you well today and they're just started to offer you to pay well only because they are in pressure, what if tomorrow they are not in pressure to pay you any better and will start to either cut down your salary or not increase your salary any further? So again, you rather go to an employer who is seeing your worth and is ready to pay you enough or good enough for what your worth is, as against an employer who has been not paying you enough and now is just ready to pay you because there is a risk of you leaving the organization and they don't have a short-term solution, so they want to retain you, and hence the only way they can retain you is just to pay you better in the short term. And talking about paying you in short term, the other reason could be that they might just be advancing your future bonus or future salary increases. So let's say this employer had decided to give you an increase of 3% every year, and now since you are leaving and threatening to leave, they've given you a 10% raise. However, what they're doing is that they're advancing the raise that they were planning to give you in future 3 years earlier. So which means that in future you might be in a situation where you don't get a raise at all because they have exhausted all the resources they had in terms of giving you the money in retaining you, and they pulled back all the increases that they had to give you. So you rather go to the organization which is giving you 10% more, knowing that in future years you will also be getting normal or standard increments, as against being in a place where you get 10% now, but in next 3 years you get no further increase, or you don't get a good bonus just because they used all the bonus that they were designed to give you in future into retaining you and into giving you that higher counter offer. Another risk here is trust is kind of broken as well, and the employer sees some lack of loyalty in you. So next time, whenever there is kind of a layoff or they want to get rid of anyone, you may be at the top of the list. It's just that in the short term, they don't want to lose you. However, as time passes and as they are able to have better systems and processes and replacement plan for you, in that case, in future, whenever there is a job cut, you might be the first guy leaving because they doubt your loyalty already, given they know that you were someone who was already looking out and who was already planning to leave. Similarly, it may also hamper your future growth plans as well, because the company doesn't see you as someone who will stay there long term, and hence if there are future growth opportunities, they may not consider you for those opportunities. And also, because of all this lack of trust and lack of loyalty, you might start to feel not motivated enough to work because they don't value you now as someone who is loyal, and there is a trust deficit as well. And suddenly, because of that, you are not putting in your best, and now it's a vicious cycle. You're not doing well, they're not trusting you, you're again not doing well, they're not trusting you, and hence you're going down a spiral which is not healthy for you and not healthy for the organization as well. And hence that is why people start looking for jobs even after accepting counter offers within few months of accepting those counter offers. This is the reason, because you fall in that vicious cycle. Lastly, something that I've kind of mentioned earlier as well, counter offer is kind of a stalling tactic. It's just a band-aid for the short term. However, it doesn't do anything for the long term. For the most part, the issues that were there, they still exist. They are difficult to change, and hence it is better that you take the original offer that you got as against taking the counter offer. At the end, even if you decide to take the counter offer, make sure you do two things. The offer that you got from the original organization, make sure you give them a call and help them understand why you're taking a counter offer and not moving on with them. It's a small industry. You might be needing their help in future. As I said, because most of the issues are not getting resolved, maybe in 3, 4, 5 or 6 months, you are again going back to the organization and asking if they still have that opening or some other opening with them. And second, make sure with your current organization, you put everything in writing, all the things that you want them to fix. Could not be your salary, or could be your work-life balance, or the kind of projects that you're getting, whatever it is, just make sure it is in writing. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this video was helpful for you to kind of have an idea as to what to look for when you are getting a counter offer. In case you found value from this video, I'm sure you'll find value from another video where I talk about what are the career mistakes to avoid. You can check it out here. Other than that, there is another video where I talk about how you should go about managing your manager. You can check it out here.